Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back, everybody. Well, let me just get a couple of things here fixed. There we go. All right. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Rich. Good to see you, Lita, everyone. Welcome back. All right. So exciting day. Today is Wednesday. CPI numbers came out. They said it wasn't as bad as they thought, but the Dow is down about 200 points or down a little bit. But you know what? I don't care about the CPI. You know what I care about? The BCTX number. Who got a piece of this trade right here? I'm actually still in it. I jumped in. I got about I sold 1,000, but I ended up held them another 1,000 on it. But this thing's been doing great on this. Who's basically anyone here jumped in it? I got in late though. I got in right around here, around when I had this little spike right here around 8:30. Right around here around the 45. But yeah, this thing's going up beautifully. Look at that. Nice little move. It's always nice to have a nice little runner in the pre-market. You're still in at 42. Chuck, you got it. You got in what I got in. I got in at 44. That's where I got in. You can see, right, I got in at 44. Was that around the same time? I got in at 92. I sold 1,000, but I have another 1,000 in there. Yep, same time. Okay, good. Well, hopefully everybody here that are watching online are basically seeing what it's nice about trading in pre-market. We'll show you the iceberg orders, what's happening on and everything else. But before we do that, let's talk about what's going on. Obviously, what happened with the debates. I don't think it really affected too much the stock market that much. Hopefully everyone saw the event I did with Kathy Lynn and Boris yesterday. And you could hear what David said. Didn't really matter as much, but we were concerned about the CPI numbers because numbers are numbers. Okay. That's what we really focus on. And that's the same thing what we're doing. When we're traders, we just care about what's happening with the market because that's what's going to make our days pay. And that's why we trade the way we do. Now, there were a couple of good stocks that did move yesterday. We're going to talk about them. First of all, we had the Oracle trade that just did really, really well yesterday. I jumped in late on that one too yesterday. And it's a little bit of a brand name stock, but that stock obviously had a really nice run. And 160 was a huge resistance levels, not on the chart, but there was a nice iceberg order out there on that stock. And you know what? Good thing we got out of it because you see it dropped all the way down to 156. That was a nice trade. Once again, a little on the expensive side, but there were other ones out there. Mara had a nice little pop going into the afternoon. That one did really well. What else that we had? AVGO, another stock, expensive, but big support levels, took a big hit from 170 down to 130, had a really nice move, not only in the morning, but I also had a nice afternoon push. Summit, that thing is just an animal. Just an animal. They came out with this new drug and I forgot what was the purpose, what was the drug all about, but we traded it. You could see it in the last couple of days. Not only was it a day trade, but it became a very good swing trade. So that one did pretty well too. I don't know if anyone sees holding it as a swing trade, but that one obviously worked out pretty nicely. What else that we had over here? Lyft, was it LYFT, right? Lyft also in the after hours had a nice little push around 130, ran from 1070 all the way to about 1150. But then it kind of died after around that 230 time zone. Had a little bit of a pop right here, and then it kind of died right there. But that was a really big move right there in the middle of the day. Anyway, that's what you missed yesterday. That's right. It's the cut lung cancer deaths in half, Samuel. That's right. Thank you very much for sharing that. That was the news on Summit. And you know what? That thing just literally killed it. I mean, I think we all could relate to that. I mean, we trade a shitload of pharmaceutical stocks here. And, sometimes we can't even make sense of what it is. I mean, I know we traded the Eli Lilly. I did really well on that one, but at least we know that's the weight loss drug, right? We know Ozempic, or Nuvo, that we knew about. But some of these things, I don't know what the hell the news is about. Like, how big of a drug is it? I mean, I'm not in the pharmacist business, but that made sense. Okay, that made sense. Anyway, let's talk about what's moving this morning. But before we do that, remember, today we got a brand new podcast too. Yesterday, we're going to post up the recordings if you missed it. But we're going to have Anka from Trading Out Loud today at 11:30. Reason why we're doing 11:30 this time, because she has to trade in the morning just like we do. So she'll be there at 11:30. So please make sure you register for it It will be on our YouTube channel. So look forward to seeing you all there. Anyway, let's go through the watch list really quick and talk about a couple of stocks. So we got the BCTX, was still looking pretty good on that trade, up about 630 right now on that trade. So wish I had the other 1,000, but you know what? It was I got a little nervous when I started testing these resistance levels. So I said, let me get out of it. Did pretty well. I wanted to take some profits. But anyway, nice little move on that stock. Is it still look pretty strong? Yes. There is some resistance levels right here. Hold on, I'm just getting my legal pad fixed over here. So we got resistance levels here on the long-term chart right around 213. That would be amazing. $2. Oh, what do we know? It actually did test $2. $1.97. Look at that. What a coincidence. We all know, we talk about that in our class, right? Very coincidental why that is. Why it didn't hit $2. You all got to be in class to know why that is. But anyway, if it does break it, you can see the orders right there, $2. If it breaks 2, I'm not seeing anything. So some of you want to know what a breakout is. That's where it is right there. So that is awesome. That one's doing pretty well. A couple other stocks. It's been a pretty good swing trade. I don't know where the hell the crap this one came from, but this was another big runner yesterday. We didn't trade it because it was under $1, but now it's over $2. The stock is up about 800% from the highs this morning. Maybe not that high, maybe more, about 600%. Good spread, great volume. How the orders looking? QH. Got to look it up on my level 4. Just loading up the data. Here it is. We're getting it up. A lot of data because a lot of orders out there. Chuck, you got out at $1.97. Good for you, Chuck. There you go. There we go. For everyone that is watching on YouTube, we have a professional trading room. Let me share that with you. There we go, right there. For some of you who don't know here, this is our trading room right here. And you could see Chuck right here. Did really well. Let me clear that out. Yep, Chuck right there did pretty well on that trade. Good for you, Chuck. All right. By the way, if you guys want to join the cyber group room, the trading room, if you're watching on YouTube or any of the chat financial stations, just take your phone, scan that QR code in the top left-hand corner. We'll get you in there. All right. Anyway, regarding about the orders on this stock, you got some guy got done here around 215. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a huge fan when stocks up this big. Okay. But she is moving. She is number 2 on the list. It is Wednesday. I like it. Look at this. This is something new. Place. Wow. Remember we traded this stock? It got destroyed. And then it went from all the way from like $8 and it shot up to 35 and came all the way back down to 5. We know this thing could move. This thing can move. I need to go put the orders out there and see what we got going on. What we got on this? On Children's Place. Yep. Know that stock very well. Place. Load up the date on it. See what you got going on. If I remember correctly, it says nice iceberg orders. Yeah. Okay, this one doesn't look bad. So you can see there are some big orders here around 850, and there's a big support at 550. There's probably, I would say, automatically is in a category 4. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the B list. Maybe even on the C list. All right, what else we got going on here? BKYI, that's the one we traded yesterday too. That one did pretty well. She's moving up today. Good spread, good volume. BKYI, that one's going on the watch list. Ooh, play. The stock took a big hit. Was this the video company, I think, right? Yeah, it looks like they had good earnings yesterday. We don't really trade this too much. Spread looks pretty wide right here. I'm not a big fan of that. This one just came out of nowhere. What the hell happened here? This one just moved. APDN. We remember this stock. We traded not too long ago, at the end of August. Stock was 40 cents, ran to about $4. She's moving up pretty well. Yeah, definitely that one's going on our watch list. APDN. Definitely. Absolutely. Okay, just got to get the data on that one too. Yeah, orders started showing up big here. See that right here around $1, $2 on APDN. Definitely. I like that one. All right, another stock that's up about 400%. I mean, 400,000. Not really great. Okay, now we're down 10%. We're going to pass on those. Any good shorts? We know why this is down. New York Stock Exchange, probably nothing there as usual. And any good losers on New York Stock Exchange? GameStop. Look at that. Blast from the past. I wonder why that's in there. All right, so it looks like we're pretty much done. Looks like we got our list right there. Anyway, the BCT, look at that. That one's doing good. BCT TX. Look at that. Looking pretty good. Looking good on that one. Ooh. You know what happened? Buyer showed up. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Look at that. There we go. What's the news on that anyway, Rich? Looks like it's a pharmaceutical stock. Something must be pretty good with it. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's another cool Summit stock. What do you think? All right. So where's the next resistance levels? Well, you just got to be in the cyber group to find out. All right. So anyway, let's get ready for class, everyone. We're gonna come back in about 15 minutes. We're gonna do commentary. If you watch on social media, once again, take your phone, scan the QR code, get in that damn room already. Let's start learning how to trade. See why I've been doing this for 30 years. All right. And then we'll be back here also live on all social networks with our podcast with Anka Maycalf from Trading Out Loud. So you don't want to miss that too. So let's get ready for the open, everyone. I'll post this list on all our social networks. And then for everybody else, let's go fill up our nice little coffee right here. All right. Cyber Trading University coffee. And get ready to hopefully make this another exciting day. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Trade safe as always.